Gravity, relativity, not the same as the things. That what I'm talking about is the relative things that you can't get onto this. E equals MC squared, the E is silence. I'm a MC.
I had I won't play this tape actually because there was a question about was there a secret meeting to kind of change hip hop, right? And it was poor righteous teachers talking about it,
and then it was from the Goody Mob. I seen those.
But let me see if I can play this clip real quick because this one is about somebody was actually brought you up.
Right.
I think his name Rob Roy.
But you know that this is the thing, bro. When Brand New, when that album, they didn't know what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They got wind, I guess, like, yo, hold on, these niggas are gonna kill white people and shit. White man's the devil and all this other shit. So the next album, they was telling me, yo, you gotta write out all your lyrics. I ain't doing that shit.
Oh, before they...
Yeah, when you hand your album in, you gotta write down all your rhymes and shit. You know? And I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. So they hired people to listen to your songs and write down everything you say. So they can make sure you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my song Wake Up, that shit got banned on MTV because I portrayed the devil as a black man in white face with blue eyes, blonde hair, and horns and shit. And MTV was like, we're not playing that shit. And Freddy is the one who shot that video, and he worked for MTV. So we like, yo, what's up with the video? Nigga, I thought we was good. He worked there, nigga. He's like, yo. They said they're not gonna play it. Fuck you, man, they ain't gonna play it. Like, so he was like, yo, he told us what it was. So he came back to us and was like, yo, they said they'll play it on one condition. If you take that image out of the devil, we'll play the video. I was like, man, fuck that, we ain't taking that shit out. But, electors weren't spending the money. Like, oh, yes, we are. We're taking that shit out. And we're going to let MTV play.
Remixed it.
They took it out. And there was only one nigga that was playing. I got the original video still with the devil in it.
Yeah.
But that showed me, like, yo, you got niggas out here acting foul. You got black chicks with nothing on. Like, niggas killing each other. Niggas guns and up. But when we did some shit to betray the devil.
Right.
They wouldn't play that shit.
Right.
That's when I learned, like, the dice is loaded. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you had a whole lot of stuff. I'm even afraid to talk about certain things sometimes because I know how quickly you could get canceled. And
Yeah,
but
just dealing with the wrong one if you worry about that shit.
Well, I feel you. All right, well, all right. Let's get it home. Let me find this joint because I know that it was something. This one is about LORD Cohen and
Leo.
Yeah, Leo.
I seen that shit where dude was talking about Puba. Yeah, play that shit because I'm gonna clear that up right now too.
Give me 1 second. This thing connected. I thought it was.
All right, while you getting that together, you good?
Go ahead.
I got a new project called the Retirement Package. Go cop that, volume 1, 2, and 3. The Origin is what it's called. Volume 1 is out right now.
We're gonna get into that too.
Rush management. You could look if you got those copies, or you could look it up. They was managed by Rush, and the person who was in charge, the main guy, because Russell had his hands full with Def Jam, so he left LORD Cohen to navigate and handle a majority of the artists. Like if cats wasn't on Def Jam, a lot of cats, in order to get certain shows and other different bookings elsewhere, Rush was the company to go to. So, when they saw Puba was literally kicking doors in, Mary J. Blige, so many others, brand new heavies, and they were like, this dude is phenomenal. So LORD Cohen, they had to talk with Puba, and they told him, yo, no more of this God rap. No more of this, you know, the white man's the devil, the black man is God, no more of that. And they had to check on the table, because Puba, Rush, manager.
That's the end of that clip.
Okay. He didn't put the final analysis on it. But that is 100% correct what he said. But I'm gonna tell you what Leo should tell me, because like he said, I had everything in motion. I had the gear shit. Tommy was giving me a deal, clothing deal, wanted to give me a record label. And
Tommy wanted to give you a record label?
Yeah, I still work with Tommy to this day. Like,
I had that in my question about that.
So what it was like, Leo says to me, not quite like that, but he's like, yo, man, you want to make money, you want to be rich, right? You want to stop calling white people's devil. He did say that. He's like, yo, I don't know what's on, you know, the Leo voice. Come on, man, you want to make money, what are you doing? And I told him, like, straight up and down, nigga, you bugging. First of all, I can't do that, because me consciously not talking consciousness and knowing that I'm doing it for money, that's selling my soul. The fuck I'm gonna do that? That shit ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? You know. And it got to a point where, you know, we do shit. I remember I had a big show at the Ritz, and he was like, you know, please don't call no white people devils tonight. He used to be on me like that, but here's the thing about Leo. The reason why I mess with Leo to that degree, because he's a straight shooter. I'd rather have somebody tell me like, yo, this is what it is, like, instead of telling me this is what it ain't. Like, you leave the choice up to you. Now, I could have said, oh, all right, well, let me chill. Nobody would have known that if I would have said, yo, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm going to stop talking about conscious shit. Like, you know, I'm going to get this bag over here. That's not in my nature. There's certain things where there are tests that are given to you in the game, and like my natural instinct was, oh no, he's not one of us, because it was a time that I was at that point where like I was that next dude. Just before anybody had clothing lines and all of that, niggas, whatever my wave was and my vibe was, that was it. From Ye to J to whoever you want to say, like everybody, that was my shit. Like, you know what I mean? And they'll tell you that. But you know, I just my nature got me like, do what? Motherfucker go in? Nah, like that's my instinct. So it's like they'll test you and certain. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm speaking for myself. They'll test you. They tested me to see if I, you know, certain shit where it's like, nigga, what? Like, nah, you know what I mean? So they knew like fuck it, he's not, you know. So the next thing they're gonna do is they're gonna blackball you. They're gonna like certain shit. They'll start saying certain shit. He's uncooperative, he don't want to work, you know. How the fuck I don't want to work, bro? I produced my whole album, I wrote my whole album, I go out perform my shit, but I don't want to, what? Like, sound crazy. It's difficult to work with. Why? Because I don't want to go on a promo tour around the fucking country in a funky ass van for $30 a day per diem? No, motherfucker, I'm not doing that. I got paid shows right now. Do you know what you do? When I'm into certain cities, hook up the radio shit and then I go do it. So that way I'm getting paid to be there. Like, you're not gonna put me in no van. Well, how you gonna sell your record? Nigga, I done did all this shit. I produced it, wrote it, whatever, arranged it, did everything. Y'all sitting in the office in the AC. The label get $10 a record. I'm getting a quarter. That shit ain't, the math ain't mathing. So when you take that approach to shit, they like, oh, you know, you're not falling in line. But the thing is, I was doing this shit before the industry even came along. I was doing this shit for the love. And that's what got me to where I am today. So you're not gonna have, who the fuck, like a label's really, you my boy? Get the fuck, come on. I was in the trenches doing this shit. You know what I mean? You think you saying, all right, we're not gonna push your album, then don't push it, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, what you want me to say? Like, oh, please, push my, I need that. Nigga, fuck out of here. Don't do it then. You know what I mean? And that was my attitude, because like I said, this is a black culture, something we created for somebody to come along and try to turn you into a slave, like they some slave master. In order, if you don't work, you ain't gonna get, fuck out my face with that. And that was my energy. So that created the, he don't want to do this, he don't want to do that. But I stood on business and principle, and they don't like that, you know. I used to get in an argument sometimes, yo, come on, let's just do it. No, come on, we ain't just doing shit. I'm not, if it don't feel right and it ain't right, I'm not doing it. But it got to the point when we were signed to Arista to do the reunion album, them niggas had a cardboard life-size cutout of me because that nigga might not show up. Like, I was like, yo, God, they got a fucking cut out of me so we take pictures and put that shit next to us, like, because that's what it was. Like,
right.
certain shit, like, it didn't mean that much to me to the point where I'm gonna sacrifice or do something I'm uncomfortable with, because this is something that was made out of nothing and I was doing it for the love, so I'm not gonna let the money take me out of my character.
Right.
And that's just basically it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of this nigga's conscious, this nigga's talking about that.
Right.
But at the same time, he's the flyest nigga in the game.
Right.
This nigga with the fits and all that shit.
Right.
So
they had to work because you had a run really from master ceremonies, I would say up until '98. Like, and I'm talking about you. I'm talking about Puba. I ain't talking about Brand Nubian. I'm talking about you and what you did, the forest that you built, the trees that you planted and you created. You was on top at collaborations.
I mean, like I said, it was all love. Like, even then, like, you know what I mean? Even when I wrote that shit for May, that was like 2 minute thing, boom, all right, we gone. But then they said, yo, that's gonna be the title of an album. Hold up, now the game is changing. Mm-hmm. That's the last song that she recorded, but you using my lingo and my shit. What's the 411? That's my shit.
Right.
So you gonna have to pay extra for that. Like,
right.
And I wrote the whole shit, wrote her shit and all shit.
You wrote her lyrics on that?
Yeah.
I thought,
I know how women feel. Like, you know, that shit might have been said to me one time or another. Like, yeah, nigga, it makes a difference than the next nigga.
Right,
like, you know, I just took what a woman would say to a nigga who, you know what I mean?
Did Paz K write, what's the other one?
Lights?
Well, not Light, but he wrote something for Light?
I know he did the, what's your name?
But I was thinking about the song he did with, the girl, I Got a Man.
That's, yeah, he wrote both,
right?
That's, both voices is him.
Oh, for real?
That's how Slick Rick used to do his shit. They used to speed the reel up, slow the reel down, real slow. So it'd be like, I got a man, what's the man, on a slow speed. So when you speed it up, I got a man, what's the man? It goes to a higher pitch. But yeah, that's him doing both jumps.
Okay, damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up, okay.
And that's just like Slick Rick, like I said, he kind of started after me, like, you know, like, if you see me walking down, he would slow down the track and say it slow, if you see me. So when you put it back on the regular speed, like, if you see me, and it sounds like a woman and shit. That's just creative shit.
Yeah, man. That was, you know, the other thing about this whole thing, like, even I look at the rap game and like the drug game, right, and how young people were with the knowledge that they had, like just the creative. I think I don't know if it was something about the people that was born. I don't know, like when we were born from that era, from like the '60s. I look at it like this: we had the 1900s. We built super niggas, right? Where going back to Jack Johnson up to Muhammad Ali, we had got out of slavery.
Well, you know that's where that RICO law came from, right?
Yeah, with Jack Johnson. Yeah. Taking white girls across state line. But even then, super nigga, right? Like the original.
Right.
Even what's the dude? Paul Bunyan, I guess. Not Paul Bunyan, but
John Henry.
John Henry, yeah. So John Henry, Jack Johnson, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, like all these people. And then when we get to where we were born in the 60s and 70s, we the seeds of those. So now when we 18, 19, 16, 15, we didn't been implanted with so much information already that this generation created everything that's in the world right now.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing though. What we don't realize and understand, our DNA transcends, like whatever our ancestors were doing, it can bleed over into your DNA. And when you're born, you have that in your computer, in your mind, where in your subconscious, where that you can be experiencing something or from your great grandfather, something that he had might show up in your DNA. And you know what I'm saying? So we're always advanced to that level. That's why they use technology to take that away from you. These niggas is not using their mind right now. Their computer is shut off because they're using the one that the devil gave to them. So, you know what I mean? They don't have time to process and learn and see how deep their mind goes. Like I said, our generation, we ain't have phones and all that shit. So we had to use nature and study whatever was in front of us. Like
on your new album, the origin, the song Odyssey. You because I was at a wedding the other day, and I can't let me find the song real quick. But you used in your lyrics the Mean Machine from Last Poets.
And what
in the Odyssey, you said it was about technology got us tricked, but it's this that's the end of that
second verse.
Yeah, that's the end of that the Mean Machine.
And I didn't know that.
Are you serious?
That's just an energy.
That was
the
just
shit on that record, like that. When I listened back to it, when it was all done, and I sat and really listened to it, it was shit I was saying that was in my subconscious that it bugged me out because I was like, oh shit. Like I realized, like if you play that shit, especially in the second verse, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, I can't believe I said that. I mean, I can believe I said it, but I wasn't conscious of what I was saying.
Right.
Like the full understanding.
I understand.
But it was on point, and that's what I'm saying about your subconscious. When you load your brain up, it'll come, certain shit will come out.
Right.
And like, it might take me a minute to, oh shit, I said that? That's crazy. Like, and then I remember writing it and not thinking the impact of what it is that I said until after I listened to it. Like, and it's just some other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, cause Trip was the wedding that we were at, my god brother, we were talking about technology, right? And I was telling him how I can't stand it because I had to go to one of them robots, you know, you got to do the self checkout. And I was like, man, I can't stand this world we living in because I want human connection. Then he played me that he was like, yeah, Last Poets. No, he played me Last Poets.
Okay.
And so I heard it, right?
Right.
This technology, and then the next day I'm listening to your album, right?
I probably said something similar, but I don't think it was.
I'm telling you, man, it's about the same. It's the same.
Yeah, I gotta
it's the
listen
same
to
thing, like for real. Like, listen to both of them.
Like my favorite shit on Last Poet, I haven't listened to in a while, but it's niggas.
Yeah,
niggas shoot pool, niggas shit, but niggas are scared of revolution. That's my shit. But I'm gonna listen to the Last Poet because it's that's the time we're in right now.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. That's what was so dope about it because on that song in particular, like the song was futuristic already, like it was a space odyssey. I guess that's what he was going with. But and then you talked about how I said this all before, and I'm saying it again, and that's how that poem worked too. It's like if you understood, if you woke, you understand where you at, and this technology is encompassing you to the point where you're not thinking no more.
Nope.
But that's what that whole dream was about. That was just
that's what it took away from the kids, man. To think and observe. That's why all that shit is coming out. That's why niggas beefing about the flat earth and all that. I ain't getting into all that shit.
Yeah, man. I want to talk about your man.
Yo, he on point.
He on point with the flat earth?
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. But he not on point.
No, you can't leave it alone if you're saying he ain't on point.
I can't. You know what, man?
Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna give you like an example, man. Because people are like, well, I wonder what your God think. Like, if you believe on that shit Jamal's on. Let me explain something to you. I do my own study and my own research for myself. We 5%ers, we got lessons and like everything. First of all, you have to do your own research and do your own study and just don't take shit on face value. Now, with that shit being said, do you think they went to the moon?
I would say I don't think that they did. From what I've seen, from evidence I've seen, I would say I don't think that they did.
I mean, you can see that shit is fake and that was done in the Hollywood studio.
I've seen footage.
You see them blast off and leave the moon, but they left the cameraman there to film them leave.
Yeah. How you get back? Yeah, all that.
You seen the little space shit look like a tuna can.
Yeah, the shadow. I think it's no shadow in the picture or something like that. It's a bunch of stuff.
My personal study, I'm thinking if they lied about that, what else they lie about?
I think they lied about that because they was trying to beat Russia.
I don't care what the reason is. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is. It's a lie. It's an embellishment.
Okay, but if you go back in history and you look at the ancient ancestors, they were saying that the earth was flat.
I don't know if
So
they
what
were.
change? No, yes, you got to look
So
at Nook
why
and
is the moon
Gay.
round?
Huh?
Why is the moon round?
Why is it round?
Yeah.
First of all, to me, my study, my observing, that's not a rock floating in the sky. I don't believe that. That's not a solid rock. If you look at it, it looks plasma. Same thing with stars and clouds and nothing in that. Just think about it. If that moon was a rock floating in the sky, why can't nothing else float in the sky when they say gravity? And I don't want to hear like, well, the scientist said the coordinates of the magnitude in which that shit is all trick knowledge. But if you look, just like they say, where I did my own study, that the sun is 93 million miles away. Mm-hmm. Now, here's my thing. I don't know how far a million miles is, but that shit I be seeing, I went to Colorado when it looked like the sun was underneath the mountain. Because we're up at a high altitude. Now, 1 million miles? How far is that? 2 million? How far is that? 93 million miles? Bro, think about it.
You just think it's too far to calculate?
It's too close to say it's 93 million miles away. That shit, you're not going to see something 93 million miles away.
Well, what if they calculated it from saying, okay.
There's no bro, just go outside and look. Why you, see, this is what I'm saying. You keep saying, what if they say? Do the knowledge yourself, like. Do the knowledge yourself and see how far that sun is away.
I'm going to have to do the knowledge on that because I'm not ready to confirm nor deny.
I'm just telling you my personal opinion on what I think and what I observe. Mm-hmm. Like every day when I come out of my house, I know where the sun is at 9 o'clock. I can tell time without even using my watch.
But it changes all throughout the year, though.
Son?
The sun, the position of the sun changes throughout the year. Different days. Like, there's 2 days
the sun
out of the year.
Just follows the same pattern every day, like clockwork. The only way it changes is when it spirals in, when you get the change in the season. But it goes in a rotation. Same with the moon.
No, they got like, if you go down in D.C., they got this thing called Meridian Park, right?
No, but see, there you go. Like, listen, bro, I'm telling you, I observe from when I walk out my house, at 9 o'clock, the sun is here. Mm-hmm. At 12 o'clock, it's right in front of my driveway. At 6 o'clock, it's on the side of my house. Every day, it doesn't change, like clockwork. It goes in a cycle. The only difference where it changes is during the season. Because now, the summertime, the sun is damn near over my house. But in the wintertime, it's in the same place, but it's further away. Mm-hmm. So that means it's spiraling in and out. That's why we have seasons on this northern part of the hemisphere, because when it spirals out, it goes out of the distance, and that's why we have winter. But if you notice, you go to Miami, it doesn't leave that distance from Miami where it gets cold. You know what I'm saying? So it always gets hot. And further west that you go, in Africa, it stays warm because when it spirals out, the furthest it goes, like when it comes in, it's not further enough away from those continents where it's going to get cold. Mm-hmm. It goes further away from us. That's why we have the seasons. All right. And I tell you, when I look outside and I see where the sun is every day, it's the same pattern. Only difference is now it's closer. When it starts getting fall, it's going to be back, but it's still going to be spiraling in the same direction. But by December, February, it's going to be in the same place, but further away from our house, way back. Mm-hmm. Just like they say the sun ain't hot. I don't look.
Hey, listen, man. I can't. Like I said,
but it's common sense, though, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say it's common sense that it's flat because I see too many round objects in the heavens. The sun and the moon are both round.
Yeah, and it's a magnetic. And in the North Pole, this is how I try to view the Earth. You got a record player, right? You got a record. Mm-hmm. You put a record on the turntable. You see that little silver piece to hold where that's the North Pole. That's where that rock, that magnetic field is that makes everything rotate around. Mm-hmm. Like say you got an album, you got songs on the album. Each song is a dimension. Mm-hmm. So space is not upward, it's outward. Mm-hmm. It ain't nothing. We're in a firmament dome. It's a dome over us, protecting us from everything. Outside of that shit is water. It ain't no outer space and Mars and all that bullshit. There is outside of the dimensions, but inside this firmament, you got the sun and the moon. Mm-hmm. That's all and the stars. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, a perfect example, if you take a rainbow, you ever see a rainbow, how it goes around like that? Mm-hmm. It's reflecting off the firmament dome. Mm-hmm. That's why it's shaped like that. Mm-hmm. And the further away you go from the further away you go from the center of the dome, like where the firmament comes down, the rainbows are smaller. Mm-hmm. But as you go further into the center, the rainbows become bigger. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because the firmament goes out like that. And that's just
common sense.
It's common sense, bro.
I actually wasn't even trying to go down the flat Earth route.
Me neither, but
I was trying to go down. Why
with...
is he going on Vlad on that Culture Vulture show after he dissed Farrakhan, after he didn't apologize, and
he did apologize. That's why he went back.
That
on
apology.
the show.
That wasn't no apology.
Listen, let me explain this to you. Oh, okay, let me explain to you.
All right.
Who's the one that said he needed to apologize? I ain't messing with that nigga no more. Lord Jamar, right?
Yeah.
He apologized. I asked him, like, you know, and it was a good point. He said, bro, the only way you're going to teach the 85 is to go to where they at. Vlad got 6 million, whatever. Jamar started his own podcast. All those people, ain't nobody ride with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They ain't look like he got 170-something thousand.
He wasn't interviewing nobody.
Who, Jamar?
Yeah.
He was interviewing a lot of people.
I mean, I'm saying, like, I'm talking about the same way.
No, yeah, because he's not interviewing, like he said. He got to go where the 85's at. Mm-hmm. His shit is a conscious shit. And every time he's on, he's the only one that'll speak up for black people. When Vlad out of the pocket, who checked him and correct him? Even with the Farrakhan, even with something, if he say something negative against anybody, Jamal be like, hold up, nigga, now you bugging. Like,
he built this platform. He the one that got him.
Exactly, but he built it on conscious, positive energy.
I understand that.
Jamal would check Vlad, so he went back to Vlad. For one, he said he apologized, whatever. For two, when Jamal's on Vlad, it's always constructive, positive energy. Motherfuckers will skip over that and just say, he's a coach. That nigga dedicated his career to uplifting his people. That shit ain't changed.
You talking about
Jamal? He dedicated his career to uplifting his people. Yeah. All of a sudden, he changed and now he's a sellout. I don't know. Go get that bag and keep doing what you're doing because he's doing positive work. So why are people still watching it?
Who? I don't watch
Anybody who watches it.
I don't watch it.
Anybody who says he's a sellout. I don't even know what
he said on there.
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying. Knowledge is the know. So if you don't do the knowledge, how you gonna know?
Because I can't watch that bullshit, man.
It is not. See, we're talking about Jamar, not
no,
the vulture.
I ain't talking about Jamar.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Jamar's there to check the vulture, to make sure when Jamar's on there's no out of line shit.
Did you see the picture when he had his elbow on his head like this?
On the Jamal?
On Jamal head, yeah.
I ain't seen none of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
It was.
That shit was probably Photoshop because he ain't gonna let nobody do that shit to him.
He clowning him right now too.
He's what?
I seen him clowning him now.
I seen a lot of people clown. Like I said, you can't get caught up in that negative energy, bro. Right, you see what the positive is in it, and that's what he stands for. And that's what he says.
Shut him down. We shut him down.
Yeah,
and everybody need to boycott him. Like I'm saying, like everybody need to not go over there. It's so many other
apologize.
And like I said, he can't who are you accept your apology.
Bro,
ain't no apologies.
Who are you? It's 6 million. It still gets millions of views.
If everybody stopped going, he don't get no views.